Good evening, people. Julie here, and welcome to the channel. This video is on the 50 states of America, the people, the places, the history. This is the box set that I got. I know I show it every time. I got this at Books A Million. The author is Tim Glenn Jones, and it's got flashcards, and then it's got a book about the 50 states of America. Now, you might be asking, and I say this in every video, why is Julie doing this? Well, Julie's bucket list dreams are to travel the whole United States of America. Hopefully, one day I'll get to retire and get to do that. But I need to know where to go, where to travel, what to see. What better way than to learn about the 50 states? But not just this, I love history, and this has history in it. So, I love it. I love learning. I'm one of those who would love to just sit nothing better than to sit there and do research all the time, but that won't pay my bills. So without further ado, let's get started. Tonight we are visiting Rhode Island. Rhode Island joined the Union May 29th, 1790, and Donald L. Carcereri said the place of exciting innovation where the action is, that's Rhode Island. And that's the card. Notice each card has the flag on it, the state flag. The abbreviation is RI. The nickname is the Ocean State. The animal symbol is the Rhode Island red chicken. Population 1.1 million. Area 1,214 square miles. It is in the Eastern Time Zone. It's the 13th state to enter the Union, and the capital is Providence. And that's what the back of the card looks like. Okay. All right. So let's read a little bit about Rhode Island. Now, I know, there it is. You'll have to excuse me for just a second. Sorry, y'all. My car's yellow. There's so much pollen. My allergies are like, whew. Sorry about that. It happened in my Bible recap video too. Okay, let me get going here. Rhode Island. This tiny former colony on the Atlantic Ocean between Connecticut and Massachusetts has been punching above its weight since the 17th century, and you do well to treat it with respect. Otherwise, you might just get the sort of treatment the British got back in 1772 when one of their ships, the Gaspee, was boarded by a bunch of irate Rhode Islanders who killed an officer and set fire to the vessel. This was the first act of open rebellion to any colony against British rule. A whole year before the Boston Tea Party, the Rhode Islanders also claimed that they were the first to renounce allegiance to the crown, although North Columbia and New Hampshire would disagree. Yet when it came to ratifying the U.S. Constitution after winning independence, they held back until last, not wanting to be rushed into anything. Slater Mill. Rhode Island was the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution in America. In 1793, Alamy, Brown, and Slater opened a water-powered cotton mill in Pawtucket, the first of its kind this side of the Atlantic. High society. Rhode Island's somewhat chippy behavior might be down to two rather important misconceptions. One, it's not an island, and two, the bit that is an island isn't called Rhode Island. It's called Adiquaneck. It was called Rhode Island for a while, but nobody knows why. It might be because a passing Spanish explorer thought it looked a bit like a Mediterranean island of Rhodes, or it could be a corruption of the Dutch word for red. Either way, it survived long enough for the colonists to use it when establishing their official name, the colony of Rhode Island and Providence Plantations. Whether or not having the longest name of any state makes up for being the smallest of all states is debatable, but the name survived when statehood was bestowed upon it in 1790, and it still survives today. So the USA's smallest state is made up of a bunch of islands and some mainland, all covering little more than 1,200 square miles, roughly 1/7 of which is the sea. Consequently, it's pretty crowded. The second most densely populated of all the states, in fact. There is some rural upland in the west, and they've preserved some of the old colonial buildings and places, including the distinctive stone ender houses built in the style taken from the English West Country. But the population is concentrated in Providence and Newport, and most of the action takes place in and around Narragansett Bay, where all the islands are. With beaches and sailing galore, Newport of Aqueduct Island is popular with the rich and famous. It's where John and Jackie Kennedy got married, and the film High Society was set there. For the other side of Rhode Island life, watch Family Guy, set in the fictional Rhode Island town of Quahog. Snail salad. Not surprisingly, for a state that's largely underwater, they like their shellfish, especially clams. You can get a good clam chowder, clam cakes, and a version of stuffed clams called Stuffy. Snail salad is another Rhode Island specialty, and they have this drink called coffee milk, made with coffee syrup mixed with, you guessed it, milk. Other Rhode Island gifts to the world are moose, squash, and sideburns, or at least the names for them. The first two are derived from the local Native American Narragansett language, while sideburns come from Ambrose Burnside, a former governor of the state who was a spectacular exponent of the flamboyant facial whisker arrangement. And then the picture I'm going to show you here, it says, did you know when it was completed in 1904, the State House in Providence had the third largest self-supported dome in the world after St. Peter's Basilica in Rome and the Taj Mahal. And that's the picture there. And that's the reading for Rhode Island. It's a small state, and it was a small reading. So let me know in the comments what you think about the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things to help get the channel to move. And make sure to check out my other videos, like we're doing the Bible recap, or reading the Bible in a year in chronological order. I do Avon videos, so there's those. There is the some Temu videos, because we do Temu, we do some travel videos, and my child advocacy videos, which you really need to watch if you have children. But that's it. That's the video for today. And thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed night, and we will see you in the next video. Good night.